Alright, so that was interesting. But hey everyone, this is zeldaeeveefan. Today I'm bringing you Slime Rancher. It's a super adorable game for those who have not seen it. So the reason why I'm at here instead of the home screen, because I was just on it, the game crashed. And so did my recording, and it corrupted the recording, so, you know, has like 5 seconds and then it just quit. But Slime Rancher is a super duper adorable game. It's really fun because it's like one of those ranching games, except, you know, instead of having like cows and chickens and you're growing like corn and other stuff, the closest to a normal food that you're growing, or normal stuff that you're growing, you do have chickens, and it is actually correct because you do need one rooster at least so that we actually have eggs with little chicks, and carrots. But other than that, all the other plants in the game are like pretty peculiar and like not necessarily normal. Like you can see the little carrots in the corner there, and the designs of all the little slimes, which is what your main source is, because you're growing the food like the chickens and the carrots and the berries to go and feed the slimes. And then this sounds disgusting, but you do get their poop, because at least that's what I'm assuming it pretty much is, because they eat it and then right after they produce these little crystal like things, which you sell those, and it's just a really fun game. It's really fun. I have not actually played this before on a controller, because this is one of those few games that I was more used to playing. See? It ate something. And then you get a plort. And you suck up the little slimes with your thing. Look at them, sounds adorable. And you can breed. What is that? Oh yeah, and you can activate to have more places. Like right now we only have this one little ranch right here. There we go. There we go. That's how you do it. And you can upgrade these, because this is one of the few games where I actually know how to play it, like the Minecraft games. And kind of Auction Not Included, but not really, because I'm horrible at that game. Because this is just a nice, relaxing game. Which is why I decided, you know what, goes up on Sundays. Sundays are nice, relaxing. Like, let's just try and relax before the week starts back over again. So when you do, because the pink slimes, you can also, if they eat a plort from any other different variations of slimes, they change to where they're kind of like a dual typing, because it will produce pink plorts, and then like say if it's like you'll see them, but there's like cat slimes, and then there's rock slimes, which are the more common ones at the beginning. If it eats one of their plorts, then it will also be then when it eats, it'll change a little bit with its parent. It'll produce a pink plort and whatever other plort, like whatever that other kind. Say it's a pink cat slime, it's going to produce pink plorts and cat plorts. So some of them, it's hard to tell. Yeah, and these are nice because you do want to save up for these, because like auto feeder, so you just put food in there and it'll automatically collect it. You do want a port collector. It's one of the very first things you usually want, either that or high walls, because depending on the creatures you have, it will eat the plorts really fast. Chicken. There's a little chick. See, I know what I do want to do. So I want to have a little coop, because you can change it like, oh, do I want to buy another corral? Do I want a garden, a coop, silo? And then the incinerator and the ponds are for specialized slimes usually. Like, ponds, really the only thing you can do with them. Yes, there's water in it, but there's also slimes that can only live. I think there's only actually one slime, but there's a slime that can only live in the water. Then the incinerator, there is, if I remember correctly, there's a slime that can only live there, but that also allows you, like, hey, I don't want this. You don't just want to throw it off somewhere for whatever reason, you can just put it in the incinerator. I want the coop, so for those two. Yeah, what do you want from me here? Slimes are the key to success. Shoot slimes through the corral barrier into the ranch. And if you aren't careful and you do that, they actually can pop through this side. Oh, that might help. You backed a slime, yeah, I already did. Tasty food acquired. And then see. Oh, that's not the button. See, you'll eat it, and now you have a plort. See, if it would turn around, you'd be like, hey. And some of the slimes are a little bit dangerous too. Okay. Oh, and this is just basically going through tutorial. It's like, because I'm showing you guys how to do it. But if you see this, each day these numbers will change up here. Like right now, the pink plorts are 13. They go down drastically, and you have some other plorts here, but these ones you can't find, which is why you can't find them right now. Why they're kind of gray. The one you could find possibly is the gold one, but the gold one's super rare. It's just a super adorable game. X to activate. Overgrowth rants very on wild side. Oh, that's what that is. So, and then these, so this is just telling you stuff about it. Like corral, a coop, garden, silos, incinerator, ponds, market, and then the overgrowth, the grotto, I don't think I've ever used the docks. The docks and the lab, those are all extensions to your ranch. So the growth, you'll find a lot of things there. That's usually where most people like have their ranch, like where they're growing the food is over by the overgrowth. Especially since there's a bunch of chickens that are wild over there. And there's the grotto, which is great for those slimes that are sensitive to light. I think there's only one though that's sensitive to light. But those only come out at night. We have the docks. Ooh, sorry. And then you have the lab. I don't know what that is at all. And then, you know, this will slowly open as it goes over. See, and the pink slime, so the diet is very good for people to pay attention to. Because if you don't know what it is, then you're going to be feeding stuff and they won't eat it. A pink slime will eat anything. They'll eat fruits, veggies, meat. They'll also eat plorts. Which is actually bad because you don't want them doing that. And then we're gonna go right now and go and find more. World Arwino right now is the ranch, a distant home for distant hearts. Beatrix, which is who we're playing at, begins her life on a humble ranch in the middle of the area of the far, far range as the Dry Reef, once the property of the legendary slime rancher and notorious old codger Hobson Wilgers. The ranch has seen better days, as Hobson let it come into a strange disrepair shortly before disappearing completely. Hobson's whereabouts are currently unknown. That's weird. My screen got a little bit dark. I don't know why it would be doing that. Because it didn't give me a notification saying, hey. No, and see, that made it darker. Alright. I don't think it got darker for you guys, I just think it got darker for me. But if it did, I'm sorry. Seeing the exchange is offline. That's great. Because I know this, like, it'll show up like, hey, you need this, and exchange will give you this. But it's offline, so I can't do anything. The Dry Reef. We'll read about that later. So, slimes are just adorable. And then I know these little spots, they will constantly be like regrowing these, like as you can see. No. Those aren't grown enough for me to take it. Fine then. But the tar, as we were reading about, or no, because we weren't reading about it on here, when I was choosing the area to live, it had the option. That was the gold slime. I'm super sad. And now I'm mad at you guys. So really, this game is just relaxing to play. What I really want to find is a rooster. Because otherwise having Coop isn't really that important unless you have a rooster. Hey, there's a little flashlight. See, and there's the... Those guys are dangerous because they'll get angry sometimes. Then they'll just like come after you. And then this is good too, so when there's tars, because usually you'll find that, like, since there's 3 different species here, there's a likelihood of there being tars that will spawn, because that would be caused by Like this slime, for example, since it's also pink slime, if that ate one of the cat's plorts, then it would turn into a slime because there's only supposed to be allowed 2 different types. So, it's really nice and sweet. I'm gonna head back so I can dump these out. Who just attacked me? See, and when they're the rocks, the rock slimes, I don't know what they're actually called. We'll find out. But they do not like people that much. I think they actually are supposed to be like really friendly. They just have a tendency to attack. Well, there you go. Can jump for days though. Let's see. It's just relaxing, calm, and it does change. See, if I knew how to play like the guitar, I'd definitely actually I could probably learn how to play this on the violin, which would be nice. But chicken. There we go. Because chicks don't really do that much for you. Sometimes they'll produce something, but usually they don't. So, there we go. See? Like, some are picky. X to activate. That's what I want to do. It's 1/2 garden. And then I want to have it for carrots. And then I also want to get enough money for there. I actually have not gone into the house since the game was like officially completed. Star mail. Rise and shine from Casey. Hi, Bia. What is it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what it's like. 7Z. 7Z puts you in a pod and then lights out for the whole time. Wow. What's the far, far range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's really beautiful. I'm probably asking too many questions. I bet you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. I still can't believe it's yours now. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I guess I better let you to it. Just keep it short. Good luck, Bia. If anyone can make it out there, it's you, Casey. Alright. Welcome to the far, far range. The 7Z Corporation. Miss Lee Bew? I don't know. The 7Z Corporation would like to welcome you to the far, far range. Welcome. And extend our support in your bold new venture as a slime rancher. Support extended. Oh my god. I mean, it's not that much to read, but a game like this, that's quite a bit to read. We would also like to, I can read perfect today, can I? We would also like to request that you exercise caution in your first few days on the range. Until you get more familiar with your surroundings, traveling at night is not advisable. Lastly, Would you require any additional tools for your backpack or items to make your slime ranching experience easier? The 7Z Corporation would be pleased to provide them to you from the shop located just outside your ranch house. The 7Z Corporation, providing the tools you need to get the job done for us for a small fee. The 7Z Corporation. That's great. We're providing you the tools you need to help us, but we're gonna pay you, or we're gonna charge you, so you can help us. That's great. Alright. Return to ranch. Because from what I've played, there's really not that much danger that goes on at night. Why am I finding more chickens? Or hens. They are chickens, technically. There we go. Actually, options. Can I make it brighter? Lighting high. That's not what I need. Alright. Oh, what was this? I stared right at it earlier, didn't I? X. Hello, Beatrix. My name is Hobson Twiggler's Ranch Explorer and the former owner of this here ranch you now call your own. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I was a rancher for more years than I can remember and felt there was one last adventure left in me, so I'd set off to find just that. But before I go, I'm taking one last tour around this here land I love. So keep your peepers peeled for notes like these. If you want to hear what an old coot has to say every now and again, be talking to you, H. Alright. So you're advised not to go out at night because it's harder to see. I know in there it's dangerous because slimes are more violent. Soon when they're that big, you also can't take them. X to activate. Oh! Okay. I didn't know where that was. That's a little map. Oh. I know there is a way to get to that island, but I don't remember how. But if you see here, here's your little, here's where the ranch is, isn't it? Yeah. This is where the ranch is. And then these are all the extensions. So the extensions are helpful, like if you want to get to other areas, like especially this one, because that will give you an extension to go all the way around back here really easily. But this is the overgrowth, this is the caves where it's nice, and you can tell it's a cave because it's darker and purple. This is the docks, and this is where the laboratory is. So, oh, hi there. So when you fuse a pink slime with something, it's nice, because that we don't have to worry like, oh, what does this one like? I want these to be shorter episodes, so I'm not that worried about, you know. Getting a bunch of stuff done. Oh, see, that's what I was talking about. Those little guys. Up and see, that's a tar. Seeing the more slimes that are in an area, the more likely there is to be a tar that will be created. Because if there's just two, it's fine. But much more past that. So that's also, for some reason, they also seem to like happen more at night than any time else. Probably because those guys also start popping up at night too, but see, the chicks grow up quite fast, which I'm happy about. Didn't see it went down to 10 today. Yesterday it was 13, today it's 10. But that went up. See, the rest of those went up, but pink went down. I don't think any of you like. Yeah, because I want to say, yeah. So those are really only liked. Alright. So I thought. So berries, the creatures right now, they're really only liked by... Oh, pink slimes will eat them. So, you know, they eat everything. See, I want you to eat it, not these pinks. This pink doesn't do that much for me. So. Plorts. There's so many plorts. Yeah. I'm gonna say 30 minutes. A lot of these games doesn't seem like much happens. So, but that's a quick little overview. Oh, that's probably why. There we go. All but 2 of them got it. Well, there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to do X activate on high walls. Yeah, so some slimes get really agitated, so they'll act up. Like these slimes, when they're agitated, they'll roll up. They'll do that when they're agitated. And then there's volcano slimes, which are the other ones that really pop into my head. When they're agitated, they will they'll explode. And so you want that music box. To end off this video, ooh, I should have checked what was in here. Coop. I want that. So I think that's gonna be the next thing we save up for, because that's important. Yeah. Because, it's very nice to have the water, so whenever those tars, like, randomly show up, that way you can do stuff. Protect yourself. I mean, you could also suck them up and just throw them away, which I know, a few other people who that's what they do with them. Especially when they don't know how to handle them at first. So, there's the ranch. Let's see. Here we go. Does the gold one show up? No. Yeah, but most people won't catch these until later. No, because that's a Largo slime. Alright. I think I have to actually capture them in my thing for them to be able to get registered. But Largo slimes, there's just more to love. Diet, Source Slime's diet. Favorite, Source Slime's favorite. So, Slimology. Largo slimes are a hybrid of 2 slimes resulting from a slime eating a plort unlike its own. They are twice as big as normal slimes and have a combined diet of their two resource slimes, making them enticing for ranchers that want to maximize their profits. However, a Largo is too big to vac and can only be transported using the end of the vac nozzle, This makes them difficult to control if things get out of hand. Rancher risks. In addition to largos being more difficult to manage and having the combined powers of 2 slimes, an even greater threat to ranchers lies within the super slimes. If a largo eats a plort, unlike its 2 source slimes, it will transform into ravenous tar slime. Ranchers need to be very careful when dealing with largos or risk an outbreak of tar that can quickly overtake their entire ranch. Always carry a full tank of water just in case. Plortonomics. When a largo eats its produce plorts of both source slime types, making them potentially very lucrative for ranchers that can deal with the added risk of keeping them. So that's like what we were seeing with those giant pink slimes. And some of them are harder to like get to do that. Like a tabby and a rock slime. I haven't seen it. I'm sure it can be done, but I haven't seen it. Pink slime. Their coral hue is significantly proven to be the color of cheer. Diet: fruits, veggies, meats. Favorite: none. Slimology: pink slimes are the most common slime found on the far range. They're cheerful, docile, and easiest of all slimes to ranch. A pink slime will eat anything you put in front of it, although they have no favorite food and their plorts are the least valuable of all slimes. Ranchers. Not much to worry about with pink slimes. They're soft, squishy, very happy to be around a rancher, and found all over the range. But because of this, a rancher won't go far without finding a few pink plorts, which can lead to largos and then tars. But plortonomics. Pink plorts are an excellent multi-purpose genetic substance used to manufacture everything from fruit products to household cleaners. All over Earth, people are eating burgers, sweetening their coffees, or scrubbing their floors with pink plort products. That's some serious versatility. Yeah, because there's nothing that, because they're literally everything. They eat everything, so therefore a lot of these, they are what they eat, so they eat everything. So they can be used for anything. A rock slime. These slimes are totally metal. Vegetable. Diet: vegetables. Favorite: a heartbeat. No, not like a heartbeat. No, like one of those little beats that you get from the ground. They like those. Slimology. Rock slimes earn their name from the rocky crown of sharp spikes atop their slimy bodies, but their affection for minerals doesn't end with their appearance. Rock slimes are strict vegetarians, favoriting the satisfying crunch of the heartbeat most of all. Ranchers. The danger of a rock slime should be fairly obvious. Their rocky crown is sharp enough to pierce straight through a rancher's boots, but it's not all about watching where you're stepping, as these rocks are always rolling. When you see a rock slime when you see rock slime revving up for a tumble, it's best to go out of the way. To get out of the way. Like I said, I can speak so well. Plortonomics. Rock plorts are prioritized for being a key component in the products of blue metal, an amazing alloy that's stronger than titanium and lighter than plastic. Because of this amazing strength, blue metal is often a key component in the whole of light-speed compatible starships, synthetic appendages, and protective holophone cases. So, I've never actually read all through these, so So what I'm finding that's pretty interesting is that slimes like they have different uses, and on Earth, we eventually came to found these, and then we're like, hey, they're actually very useful. We could use them for pretty much anything. So tabby slime. Those stripes, that tail, that wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Diet meat, favorite stoning hen. Slimology. Tabby slimes share many curious similarities to domestic house cats of Earth. With their perky ears, striped backs, and swaying tails, you'd almost mistake them for a true feline, if they weren't made entirely of gooey slime, of course. Ranchers. A tabby slime generally doesn't mean any harm to a rancher, but like their spiritual earth cat cousins, often it causes a great deal of chaos anyway. Tabby slimes love to steal things they don't eat, like fruits and vegetables, resulting in lots of unintended largo transformations on the range. Plortonomics. Tabby plorts are a key ingredient in a variety of performance-enhancing products that grant the consumer a surge of tabby slime signature energy and exuberance. And while athletes world over take them to gain an edge, prolonged use of results in uncomfortable butt wiggles, another less desirable signature of the tabby slime. Yeah, because they're constantly wiggling. Because they need to wiggle that cute little tail. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So, as we go through, like you can see, there's a lot of slimes. So, I would hope that I would be able to get all of these. I'm hoping. So, I wonder if these say none until you find something. So yeah, chickadee. Since it's not technically food, nothing's gonna favor it. If it is eaten by something like, say, pink slime, they'll eat it, but they won't produce plorts from it. And these are just tutorials. So yeah, because I was hoping that would actually end the night off, but I think that more paused the game than anything. But we're gonna end this video watching that beautiful moon set on the world, which is really actually close. But that's where I'm gonna leave it off for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I know I do, but then again, Slime Rancher, super adorable, and I just love it. How can you look at those little cute little slimes and say like, oh no, they're ugly, I don't like them. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys liked it, leave a comment down below. And comment question of the day is, out of the 5 kind of slimes that we've seen a pink slime, the rock slime, the tabby slime, and we also saw a little glimpse of the gold slime, which I unfortunately did not get. And then we also had the nighttime slimes, which I can't remember what they're called. But out of those that we have seen, what do you think would be, who do you think out of those would you combine, or do you think you would have the most of on your farm? I would really love to know, and leave that down in the comments down below, either here on YouTube or on Amino. Either way, it helps me out. Just watching it also helps me out, so I'd love to see what you guys know. And that's all that this episode's gonna be. It's got pretty long, I'm sorry about that, because I know a lot of people like shorter episodes. But yeah, so let me know, and I'll see you all next time.